What's up guys, it's Jeffrey back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 things every trader should know. And real quick before we get into the video, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified whenever I do post a new video and can just stay updated with my chart analysis as well as my educational content. So if you see me looking down, I am going to be looking at a notepad that is right here. So that's just some notes just to make sure I stay on topic and don't go on a little tangent. So first of all, the 5 things are risk management, higher time frame analysis, be realistic, invest in your study, so invest in your education, and also demo account. So the first thing, always use proper risk management. A lot of people out there will get into trading and then they just immediately start like over leveraging their account. And what I mean by that is they'll go with a broker, deposit $100 in there, use 1 to 500 leverage or 1 to 1,000 leverage, and basically that'll cause them to, either put on too big of a position size, and then once they go and draw down, they are suffering a ton of risk. The point I'm trying to make here is anytime that you're just getting started with something new, you can't expect to just go all in with it, especially with something that's gonna make you money. Like, you have to understand that this is a skill set that you have to learn over time, and in order for you to get to the point, to where you can put those bigger positions, you have to go through putting smaller positions on. And the reason for you doing that is because you have to get comfortable with making $10 in a day, $50 in a day, $100 in a day. Once you get comfortable with that, then you need to get comfortable with making $1,000 in a day, a couple $1,000s a day, and then $10,000 a day, $50,000 a day, and so forth. But if you go into it and you're automatically trying to make $500 days, $1,000 days, it's just not realistic. You have to give it some time. You have to go through the emotions and the mindset of you having a smaller account, taking smaller position size, taking on that risk, and also taking on the reward. And the thing is, if you automatically go in putting too much risk on with too big of a position because you've got these goals that you want to hit by the end of the week or the end of the month, and you found the right system and you're just trying to kill it, well, that's good and you can do that, but you also have to be realistic. And for me, this took 2 years just for me to figure it out. And everybody's learning curve is different, and it may not take you 2 years. It may only take 6 months. It may take 2 months, whatever it is. But the main thing is everybody takes different times to learn things, but you'll never learn if you're not studying and also learning from your mistakes. So I'm sure pretty much every one of you, if you've started trading Forex already, you've more than likely taken a loss on your account, or possibly even blown an account. And that's due to more than likely risk management, you not having proper risk management. So the question is, have you learned from that mistake, or are you continuing to make the same mistakes? So don't continue making the same mistakes. If you are, take this video as a lesson, and please don't continue risking more than you can, and use normal risk management. So I like to use 3% per trade. Some people like to use one standard for $1,000, so use 1 micro for every $100. So if you have a $100 account, use 0.1. Use it however you want, but just take into account that you're not going to want to have a $100 account and then put a 50 pip stop loss and risk 50% of your account. It's just not realistic to do that. The second thing, that is higher time frame basis. If you analyze your charts and you're stuck on an hourly time frame or a 15-minute and you're trying to see everything, it's just impossible. You have to start with a higher time frame first. I recommend at least a daily time frame. I like to start with a monthly every new month and a weekly every new week. Just get a feel of where we're at in terms of those time frames, and then I'll drop down from there as I see the setup happening. So I would suggest most of you, if you're just starting to day trade or anything like that, make sure to start with a daily time frame, then drop down to a 4-hour, then a 1-hour time frame. And what I mean by starting with a higher time frame is you want to mark up your support and your resistance levels, draw your fibs, figure out where you're at in terms of the range, the swing, all of that. do that based off of a higher time frame. Have those levels marked up so when you drop down to a lower time frame, then what will happen is you'll see those same levels and you can base the lower time frame support and resistance off of the higher time frame. So for example, if you have a daily resistance level and then you drop down to a 15-minute, and then you have a 15-minute resistance level that you're trading up into near or at the daily time frame, you know that should be a strong selling point, as well as if you have a break in market structure and all of that. So all of it comes into effect. And if you haven't seen, or understand what any of that is, watch some of my other videos and I go into market structure and fibs and all that. But this is more of a mindset thing and just trying to make sure that you guys stay on the right track. So let's see. Step number 3 is be realistic. And what I mean by being realistic is so many people get into trading and think it's the answer. They just get into trading, think 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks in, or some even a few days, that they'll be able to quit their job, retire their family, do everything that they want. And it can give you the lifestyle like that, but you have to put in the work and the time that it takes to get there. So just don't be unrealistic with your goals with trading. Be realistic with it. Understand that it's going to take time, and if you're not putting in the time, you're not going to reap the benefits. So you have to be studying, at least a couple hours a day, at least very minimum 1 hour a day. Be studying on the charts, not just watching a video, but I mean in the charts, looking at setups, looking where you would possibly enter, looking where you would exit. All of that stuff comes into effect. The more you do that, the quicker you'll learn and the quicker you'll be profitable. So that goes right into step number 4. Invest in your study. Guys, I study probably still 2, maybe 3 hours a day. But the thing is, I'm on the charts 14 to 15 hours a day, watching the charts, looking for setups, looking at levels that you're trading into, writing down ideas, taking notes in my journal. Like, all of this stuff comes into effect when you become a trader, guys. So you have to be, if you're gonna do this, treat it like a business. It's not something that you're not working for it. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? You are the boss of your own life, especially when you're an entrepreneur and when it comes to trading. You determine everything that you do. So you're not gonna have someone telling you, go study. I may be here telling you go study right now, but if you don't watch this video, you're not gonna know to go study. So you have to know in your head that you're supposed to go study every single day. Set a reminder on your phone, whatever you need to do, but make sure that you're studying at least 1 hour a day, every single day. That way you're getting better, you're perfecting your craft. You're gonna some of you will become way better traders than me by just working harder. Maybe you're gonna put in more hours than me, more chart time, all that. I mean, granted, I'm gonna be further ahead because I've been at it longer than you, but you have to think, guys, you can get to where I'm at and you can do all this stuff, but the thing is, you have to also do the things I did. Put in the work, put in the time, study, backtest your charts, mark up your charts every day, log your charts, make sure you're journaling, taking down ideas for a bullish scenario, bearish scenario. Like, you have to do all of these things in order to become a profitable trader. Sorry, my arm's getting a little tired there, guys. Okay, let's switch it up this way. So step number 5, the last step, is start with a demo account. So many people get into trading and then they just immediately go straight to trading with real money. $1,000 account, $500 account, $100 account. And it never works out well because they end up blowing an account. It's inevitable that you're gonna blow an account. But once you blow an account, you should learn from that mistake. You don't wanna continue blowing accounts. So start with a demo so you can get the confidence and then the practice and understanding of the things you're looking for in the charts. Once you have that, then you can move to a live account. So not a lot of people will tell you start with a demo, but start with a demo for at very minimum 6 months, guys. At least do 6 months on a demo and pick one pair. Don't try to trade 10 pairs on demo. Pick one pair. Start with a realistic account size. Do $100, $1,000, whatever you're going to be able to afford when you start with a real account. Use that for your demo so you get real practice. And yeah, guys, I mean, that's the answer to all this. Like, you have to, the answer is work. You will figure this out. I guarantee you. All the information is out there for free on YouTube. All you have to do is put in the work and the time. If you're doing that, it will inevitably happen. I guarantee you that. If you guys thought this video was useful, thought this new style was a little bit interesting, leave a comment below, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
At the tip of my tongue, but I'm still young, and I hope I find the rhymes that'll live through time before that fat lady has sung.